Hey friends, Daily Dub Thursday edition. We are coming up on 30. Daily Dub Saturday will be episode 30. I think this is episode 28, if I'm doing math right, which is dangerous when I do math without the use of computers. But I'm sitting on my couch today. I'm the spot. If you ever hear anybody in my video talk about the spot, it's over there where the couch is an intersection. You just fall asleep pretty much whenever. My couch is made primarily the inside of like down, and so feathers from time to time will come out of the couch because it's super comfy. Anyway, today I wanted to kind of talk about what it means to be a collector, collector's life. It's based on two questions I got. One from Carlos. When you trade with fellow collectors, how do you place value? How are you fair? How do you have equal value, etc.? How do you deal with that? And then a second question from Feliciano, and he said, how do you become comfortable talking to people in your life that you're a collector? You know, there is still some form of stigma that collecting action figures, statues, Funko, whatever, is a child's thing and not an adult's thing. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. Kind of a, relatively serious topic for some people. You know, the good thing about our communities is that we have an opportunity on social media to share things that we love to do with people that may not be in our physical, normal, quote-unquote, in real life. And that's a wonderful thing about social media. It comes with toxicity and a lot of negativity as well. But, you try to surround yourself with people that do that. So that's a broad topic. We're going to start first with Carlos, trading with other collectors. Now, you've heard me talk a lot. I don't do a lot of, or basically no selling or upselling or trading. I'll trade every once in a while. The way I view trading is the value that I put it into a thing, aka how much it cost me to get it, is the value that it's worth to me, because I'm not planning to sell it. So if I picked up this feather, and this feather, I paid $10 for it at a swap meet, and I found out it's selling on eBay for $1,000, well, I've only put $10 into it. If I don't want it, and I'm looking to trade it, I'm not going to put the value at $1,000. If I'm going to sell it, and I'm an aftermarket seller, scalper, whatever, opportunist, whatever you want to call it. I don't really care if people sell. I don't like it when people gobble up regular releases, like go to Walmart and buy everything so that they can sell it online. But if you find a rare item at a swap meet and then sell it for more than you paid for it, that's capitalism, that's the economy, that's being opportunistic. I don't have any issues with that. I'm just not going to buy from you, probably. But the way I view it is whatever I've put into a thing. So right now, the popular thing is there are all these Black Panther Marvel Legends Wave for $5. They've been all around our area here in Georgia. Then Walmart seems to have had not updated the SKU, and thus the price is the wrong price, and etc. And if you paid $5 for a bunch of Marvel Legends, let's say you got the whole wave for $30, that's all you've put into it. Plus, you can factor in gas, fuel, it's the same thing, hey, your time, whatever, and say $50. And so if you traded that for $50, $60 worth of stuff, you've come up a little bit. Now, you could also say, well, I could trade them for $20 each because that's their retail price, and I'm okay with that. But if you think that you got them for $5 and you should go trade them for $50 each because one of them sells on eBay for that, if you're trading with another collector, you're screwing one of your peers. And I don't understand that, right? So I tend to trade at whatever the retail value was or what I traded for it. So if I had, or paid for it, if I had to get something for $110 that was $100, I have $110 into it. I don't want to lose money in a trade unless I have to. So I'll try to get $110 value with it. But I have traded stuff at, so like if I traded Nathan Simmons, Mezco, the PX Punisher last year when it came out. The one with the mask, whatever that one's called, tactical suit. I didn't trade him at the going rate on eBay, $120, $104. I paid whatever it was, $85, $90, and had it shipped. That's the value I traded for. And he traded back the same way. That's how we did it. Not what you could sell it for on eBay, because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to help out our friends. Now, beyond that, if you're trading or selling to an actual friend of yours, I think there should always be that consideration, right? So, things that I've bought and sold, well, I don't think I've not sold, but things I've bought from people, or if I were going to sell something. So if I was going to sell my Marvel Legends Green Goblin to Josh, I figure I know that he would like. If I was going to sell that to him, I don't care if it sells for like whatever, $50 on eBay. I think I paid like $12 on clearance for that. I'd sell it to him for $12. That's what I would do. Because then I'm even, and it helps him out. Because he's my friend. It helps the collecting group. It helps everything. It doesn't help me to get $50. It just means I'm being like everyone else that people complain about. So, but again, that's to each his own. So I think if you need to place value on your stuff for a trade with somebody you don't know, look at eBay and then factor out that you're not going to get a 10% of that eBay price. You're going to have to eat shipping. You're going to get the PayPal fee, which can be around 4%, 2.9 plus some change and all this stuff. So take it, I would say 20% below eBay prices. Anything that's an eBay price, if I'm dealing with it in person, I don't start any higher than 20% below, because they're not having to pay all those fees. So that's a good place to start with valuing, Carlos, and then go from there. But I say if it's a person you know, a person that you at least interact with on social media, do value for value. What do I have in this? I have this much into this. This cost, I bought it at MSRP. You bought that at MSRP. They're both worth more than they used to be worth. Let's just make an even trade, right? Something like that. Now, to Feliciano's question, which is a longer question. I'm sorry this video is going to be a little longer than a normal daily, but I think it's important. How do you talk to people in your life that you're a collector? And, how do I do it? So I'm lucky in that I surround myself with family and friends who all have come in my house. They see all of this. I don't hide it. I could not hide it if I wanted to hide it. Even like my grandfather has come and seen it. And like some folks may not understand it. I don't know that they all understand it, but they don't care. Like this is what you're interested in. It's what you're into. That's great. I will say the very most important thing is make sure you're handling your adult responsibilities. People will say you're acting childish with what you buy, typically because you're also not handling your other adult responsibilities. And I was on a podcast recently with King Zach, and we talk a lot about this on that podcast. If you're behind on your bills, if you're living in a place that you wish you could live in a place better than, but you're spending a bunch of money on collectibles, if you owe people money, but they send you buy collectibles, they're going to judge you because they're kind of right? That you need to handle your adult responsibilities first. So I have a mortgage that I pay. I have car payments that I pay. I have retirement that I pay. I have investments. I have charity that I give to. I have all of the other bills, cell phone bill, electrical bill, internet. All of that happens well before one collectible is bought in a month. And at a place that I'm comfortable with, when I was saving up to buy this house and put the down payment down and all of that, I wasn't buying any collectibles because I wanted to get into the house. I didn't buy any, not any. That's just the way I chose to do it. I have a budget and I live by it. So handling adult responsibilities first will help you very much in that conversation, because then they don't have a comeback to, well, these are the things I like to collect. And so here's the line, Feliciano and anybody else, right? All of us have always collected. We've been taught to collect our whole lives. Our parents gave us toys and toys and toys and toys. And unless you had a very specific type of parent, when they got you a new action figure, they didn't take away your old one. And you always just had one. You just had two. And you had three. And then you had four. And eventually, maybe when you transitioned out of like toddler toys to kid toys, maybe they took your stuff and gave it to somebody or the Goodwill or whatever. But a lot of folks, you just kept piling up. That's why toy boxes existed. You were collecting. That's what was happening. At the same time, your parents were collecting. They were collecting china, watches, coins, tchotchkes around the house. My mom collected cows. There were cows all over the house of all different types of things. Dishes, I said china, I guess. Shot glasses, alcohol. Some people have all types of bottles of alcohol. cologne, perfume, lipstick, different types of makeup, clothing, shoes. They just don't call it collecting. But it is collecting. It is 100% the same thing. This is a thing I am interested in, and I'm going to have a bunch of it around my house. Me having all these Walking Dead comics right here is literally the same thing as my mom having all these cows on her wall. Same thing. And when you have that articulate conversation, okay. I may not like the things you like to collect, and you don't like the things I like to collect, but it's the same thing. That works, but only if you're handling your adult responsibilities first. There will still be people that, for whatever reason, whatever shortcomings they have in their life, they're going to mock you, make fun of you, think you're not cool enough, whatever. Again, are you handling your responsibilities? If you are, who cares what those people think? That you don't need them in your life, right? I can't even tell you how many people have come in and out of my house. I host parties fairly frequently. I guess the most recent one, we had Victoria's birthday party here a few months back. There are people that enter my house that they've never been here before, and they may not know I have all this stuff. So I let them in when I'm not here. That was a surprise party that day. I was with Victoria out and about, and I came home to a bunch of people at my house. Some that had never seen any of this. That's okay. I don't care. And nobody cared. I've long ago cut out the people in my life that are so petty and short-minded that they care what anyone else really does. So, again, handle your responsibilities first. Surround yourself with people that are positive. And then, show them one of your good things. Like if you're just worried, when people see my big Hot Toys collection, nobody makes fun of that because it's well displayed. It's there. It's proper. It looks good. It's well lit. And it is amazing. You look at it, you go, that's incredible. How many ladies or men even still collect like American Girl dolls or Barbies as they get older? That's a thing that happens still. It's no different. Same thing. And that adds me to another point. If you've got stuff laying around all over your house, like all over the house, where it looks like an episode of Hoarders, that's not handling your adult responsibilities. I think there's a big challenge for collectors is to display your collection, at least part of it. Have it displayed in a way that you're happy with so that you can enjoy it and show it to people. If what you collect is 100 tubs all over the place and you can't walk around your house without tripping over stuff and you don't have anything on display, well, people are going to say something about that. And it doesn't matter what's in the tubs, right? It could be classical literature that you have in there. It could be all your tax documentation from all the years that are all over there. It doesn't matter. People be like, you got to organize this stuff and clean it up and get it properly displayed to the amount that you can. And the rest, to find a way to store properly, right? Because those are the things, like if you think about the little meme that pops up, I think it's from South Park, where it's like the nerdy old man with the shirt coming up, and he's in like this nasty basement with crap all over the place, playing on the computer or whatever. That's the mindset. You have to break that mindset. I'm an adult, I have a great career, I have a great job, I manage people, I pay my bills first, my things are well organized, they're well displayed, and I'm proud of it. What is there to argue with that? So I don't know if that helps, Feliciano, but again, having your own confidence. I've seen, you've sent me videos of your collection, you've got it well displayed. And just be confident when you talk about it in your collection, and let people know it's a thing you care about and it's a thing you like, and you're handling your stuff first. That's the path. So anyway, I hope this helps anybody. If you have any other questions, please leave them below and talk to me about them. But it's lunch break, so I got to continue on. I got to go grab a bite to eat. I will talk to you tomorrow for episode 29. Until then, I don't even know what this is, but, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it.